What are a few of the things happening beyond the cracking and the popping while you're getting adjusted? This is Dr. Serrano with your 1% Better tip of the day. I want to share with you the 3 major things that we're doing when you're getting adjusted. So when you're walking into the office and you're laying down on the table and one of the doctors is adjusting you, there's some very specific things that are happening that I think we tend to forget. I know as a chiropractor, we see and adjust patients so often, even we can sometimes get so focused on what's happening at that moment with the adjustments, and sometimes you hear the popping or cracking, as you would say. But there's so many amazing things happening inside the body. I want to go over a few of those. So when you're getting adjusted, a couple of things are happening. Number one is that we know that every time you get adjusted, even if you just randomly adjust the spine for mobility, that alone, it has a positive effect on your body. One of the things that mobility to the spine does is that it does exactly that. It keeps it what? Keeps it mobile. And when there's good mobility, when things are moving fluidly, guess what? There's less chance of degeneration. That's proven. And I think most chiropractors do that to some degree. If you're getting adjusted, they're creating mobility in the spine. The second thing that we're doing is that beyond just mobility, in our office, we're very specific with where we are adjusting. That is why, in most cases, we're taking x-rays. We're taking x-rays because we want to see the spine. We want to see where the areas are that are most impacted by your spinal subluxations. Big fancy term. All that means is your spine is out of alignment and it's putting pressure or tension on the nerves or nervous system. That's what a subluxation is. So where we see the biggest subluxations, those are the areas that we're focused on. And we focus on those areas because those areas have the biggest impact on your health. Wherever the nerves, let's say there's a big subluxation in the middle of your neck, wherever those nerves are going to directly, they're being impacted. Those organs, those cells, those tissues are being impacted. So we're very specific with where those subluxations are and we're adjusting those areas. And then the third thing that we're doing in our office, beyond just mobility, beyond really being specific with where you have the biggest misalignments or subluxations, then as we're globally looking at your posture and your spine, and we know that there's very specific positioning that the spine should have. You know, from the front, you should have a nice straight spine. From the side, we should have curves in our spine. And if the spine is out of position in those global areas, the neck, the mid-back, or lower back, then we're adjusting also to get those in better position. And beyond just adjusting to trying to get mobility, specificity with the adjustments, we're also giving you exercises so that before the adjustments you warm up, after the adjustments you stabilize and solidify these new postures and these new patterns of movement. And then we give you stuff to do at home to continue that progression. And that's when the real magic happens as far as posture goes. When you're doing this stuff at home, when you're doing your exercises, when you're doing the therapies that we're giving you and recommended to do at home, this is when we can see some really major changes in the spine, because now you get ligaments that are tight start to loosen up. You get muscles that are weak that start to strengthen. And this gives you the long-term benefits of having better posture in your spine, getting the spine in a better position, which now takes pressure off your nervous system long-term. And if you remember correctly, everything that we're doing here in the office is to get your spine and nervous system to function better. Why? Because a better functioning nervous system means that your body's functioning better, you're healing better, and at the end of the day, you're feeling better. And that's the goal in our practice. Is we love it when patients say, hey, my pain's going away, but we immediately, if I hear somebody say, hey, my pain went away, I immediately think that's awesome because of what's happening to your nervous system.